Emperor of the Fading Suns. So, we are on episode 2 now. We've finished turn 1. I've recreated turn 1 as best I can here because I can now save and load the game. So, this is the full release. Very exciting. And we're going to see where this takes us. Now, I've been thinking a little bit about how I want to format this. And what I'm leaning towards is the idea that I'm going to kind of talk a little bit about what my plan for an episode is at the beginning of each one. And then after that, I'll actually play through and talk through my assaults and my movement and the diplomacy and research and stuff like that. But then when it comes to like the busy work, like shuffling units around and that sort of stuff, because there is a lot of that, probably what I'm going to do is just either try to play around with my editing software so that I can run that at like 2.5 times speed or something like that, or cut it out entirely if that proves to be too difficult, because especially as the game gets bigger, there is going to be a lot of busy work. So generally speaking, this is one of those games where it makes a lot of sense to try and do things in phases. And I'm right at the end of the turn here, so I'm going to roll it. And then next turn, I'll talk a little bit about how I generally like to approach turns. So, yeah, I think that's all I wanted to really say before we get started, at least. Hopefully my sound issues are getting sorted out. I'm definitely not a professional YouTuber, if it wasn't obvious. And yeah, let's roll this turn. Okay, so Salandra. Oh, one of the things that I did differently is I offered money for tech, basically, or tech for money rather. So I got 1,000 Firebirds from the Ducados. And when it comes to early game diplomacy, generally what you want to do is just get them to start accepting offers from you, because that's going to improve their relationship. And you want to note who is it that is accepting offers regularly, because they're the ones you might want to start working on for an alliance. So the fact that she was willing to give me $1,000 for physics is nice. He's rejected, so Hawkwood is not on board with that idea, as did Saladin and Lihalan. Got some extra research. So she wants my physics technology for 420 Firebirds. I'll accept that. He wants it for 520. Sure, I'll take that. So now everybody has, except for Al Malik, has accepted at least a little bit of tech from me. And that seems as good a spot as any to start, so we'll go back into diplomacy and get that out of the way first. Now, the Ducados here, they actually accepted my... Now, she's got microbiology, so I could pick that. And then I could give her energy physics for it. This is actually a more valuable trade for her. So I might ask for microbiology, and we'll say just a token number of Firebirds. 250 Firebirds, along with microbiology, and I'll give you energy physics, because that's higher up in the tech tree.
Message sent.
Celestria, what do you have? Don't have tech that I would want. I'm sure I have tech, though. Would you like energy physics? And we'll say this for 700 Firebirds. The thing is, if you don't do this, they'll trade tech back and forth with each other as well, especially in the early game. So it's worthwhile just to make hay while the sun shines and try to get as much money out of them as possible early on. Do you have anything? You don't have tech. And if you can get tech from them, that's always good. So we'll give you technology. Would you like energy physics? And give me Say 700 Firebirds for energy tech.
Message sent.
Saladin. We'll give it to you for 500. And I will give you physics. Okay. Still not going to tackle diplomacy with the League and the Church and stuff like that. We're not quite there yet. And I still need to do a bit more of a dive into like the sects and how all of that works. I know that a lot of the systems have changed since the original version of the game. That's something they spent a lot of time working on, is making the Church and the League much more dynamic. So I'm not in a spot that I can really talk about that yet. But since we're out here on the galaxy map anyhow, we finished our diplomacy. We might as well start doing a bit more exploration. We'll go from Veracruz up to... where are we? Sutek. So Sutek is another planet that it's fairly temperate, generic-y looking. Another early target for me. Well, they got a city way off on its own up there. And let's send this one further down this way. Let's go check out Mibian. Okay, so another fairly temperate looking planet. Looks like they've probably got their capital over here. That probably has planet space guns kicking around on it. So something to keep in mind when you're attacking. You probably don't want to be landing your transports real close to clusters of cities like this, because they'll oftentimes have orbital defenses and stuff like that, even the rebel planets. So careful for that. Still got these guys sitting in orbit here, but let's hop down onto Aragon and continue our conquest of it. My goal for today is mostly going to be to try and finish capturing Aragon. And I got to pick my next targets. So I guess first of all, let's continue to shuffle these guys off up here. And let's launch these guys up into space. Now, one thing I did too as well is I was kind of deliberate with how I organized my units here. But I'm also thinking that I might want to rejigger them somewhat. No, actually I won't. But what I have done is I have freed up a space. I left a militia unit down here in the well, so that I would have an empty spot in my bulk hauler, and that is so when I launch into space, we can get some of these armored legions out of their freighter and into other transports. So we are going to take this power legion. It annoys me. I have to admit, one thing that genuinely annoys me about this game is how these little unit cards down here have different names than up here. So is it a Power Legion or an Armor Legion? I don't know. Some of them are perfectly straightforward, like Infantry and Infantry Legion. That's fine. This annoys me, but it's also not the end of the world. So we got everybody sitting up in orbit now. We're going to leave them there for a moment and figure out where we want to target next. And do I want to take this city? Or do I want to take that city, I guess is the question. Maybe I want to go for this city because that'll actually get me closer to some of the other ruins and stuff like that as well. I am going to ding up my bulk hauler again here. Not sure what... I'm pretty sure that's a farm, but we can also do some highly explosive scouting. To go. Okay, so they've just got a anti-air tank in there. I'm sure they have more than that, but at least we know it is a farm now. So we'll drop these guys down here. Ball collar got banged up even more. I'm going to have to rest that for a bit. Forgot to bring the assault landers down too. There's more ruins here. I might be able to take those ruins just with what I have. But either way, let's launch these back into space. And let's go up and finish up our bombardment. My cruiser go. There is my cruiser. On the land. There. Select the right thing. Not super effective. They've got another hidden unit there, which isn't a terrible surprise since our scouting ain't great right now. But pretty sure I should have the forces to charge in. I'll have something in orbit. We'll do a feint. There we go, got the farm. What's up in orbit here right now? Just the Armor Legion, huh? Let's drop that down on this farm. And then fire it back up into space. I think that's actually going to be my first target for... That ruins there is going to be my first target for clearing out ruins. Ruins are valuable. They oftentimes have really cool stuff. And they can feel a little intimidating, at least at first. I'll grab a Militia Legion for some scouting in there. And grab some more artillery. Load both of them into the bulk hauler. And then do I want to pull them from here? I guess I could. Though not this turn, because I'm out of my spaceships are all out of movement. I'm going to shuffle them up to here, though, and these guys I'm actually going to send off to go wander around in the woods a little bit. Keep exploring with these guys. Have them wait. Them wait. Have them wait. You go join this stack. Group you all together. Wonder, I should really heal them up for a turn or two. It was kind of dumb to move them down. Actually, I could. That one medium tank is actually into the yellow now. So we'll just have them hang out in the farm for a turn here, try and heal up. You can see the healing thing down here where their healing rate is 10% per turn, unit healing rate is 12% per turn because they are now camped out in a little house basically. They're not sleeping in the field. Okay, so I think that's really about it for this turn. At this point, it's mostly just clicking on next unit. So I will catch you at the end here as I skip through some of these.
Unit spotted. Unit spotted. Unit spotted.
Okay, so yeah, we are at the end of turn 2 here now. And we're gonna fire on to turn 3.
Start.
Research of composite armor has been completed. Okay. So at this point, now the way that science works here is you have to research, it's separated into a couple different trees. So I researched the ceramic armor under physics, but now I also still need to research the applied technology that relates to it. So before I can start building infantry, I need to research the infantry legion. And so infantry legions can be built in fort, allows heavy infantry legion with monofilament technology. So once I unlock that, I'd be able to get the heavy infantry legion as well. Again, you can sort of check out the database here. Now I can see the fluff text on the composite armor. This stuff is fantastic to read. I love it. See the spiked helmet wherefrom he would issue commands and order punishments. That's cool. But anyhow, close that out, and we are going to research infantry legions. So we got our medium tank, that is good. Got 75 metal, so we could build some more, or build another one, which I think, actually what I'm going to do, I'm going to build a self-propelled artillery. We got an atmospheric fighter, that is good as well. And as it stands right now, I don't think I can, I'll have to get my hands on some more metal. Honestly, might have been a mistake to build the 2 factories right off the bat, just because I don't have the resources right now. So I'm going to say build nothing for now. She rejects. Okay. He rejects. Nobody wants my stuff. Oh, the symbiotes are getting spicy here. They've captured a city on Absolution. So you can see up there where the problem is. I like the art here too. It's fantastic and cheesy. So that's a symbiote, if you were wondering. It's kind of a nasty critter. Okay, nobody else wants. She doesn't want energy physics from me either. Let's go back in and do our diplomacy again. Give you tech. Take energy physics. How about you give me microbiology? That's a good trade. For you, at least. Ooh, does anybody have tech that I don't have? No. So, give you tech. Give me 500 Firebirds. This can get a little bit repetitive. You like composite mega chassis?
Message sent.
You are way behind on the tech tree here, buddy. You should really give me some money and catch up here. Like, I'm not entirely sure what you're even doing with your researchers. Okay. Still going to ignore the Church and League for now. And we're also going to continue our exploration. Let's check out Icon. Oh, we got... It's the League. This is the League. We got the League going around making deliveries. This is a pretty empty planet. Not a lot of infrastructure built up on it. Which is nice because it means it should be easy to take. And then let's go check out Terra. You want me to go to Aragon again? So yeah, Terra is Terra. If this map isn't obvious, this is us. We got North America, South America, Africa, Europe, all that good stuff. There's Japan, England. Cool stuff. We're not going to worry too much about that, though. Okay, back to Aragon.
Unit spotted.
We see some units. Unload the transport here. What do we see? We got an officer in here, eh? Okay. Interesting. Come back to that in a moment. Actually, let's do our attack on there. And we are going to bombard. Actually, let's get everybody in position first, because let's see how these guys have healed up. They're getting there. Slowly but surely. Let's pop into space, see how everybody else is doing. The bulk hauler is still kind of rough. But let's... So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop down here. I'm going to load the self-propelled artillery into the bulk hauler, which I'll then land that on the farm here so that it can catch up with these guys and do their thing. You guys as well are going to go land in the farm here. And then I might try to use the assault landers to grab a few other odds and sods to gather more troops around these ruins here. And then I might swing some of them up towards these ruins, and that should work well. In the meantime, these guys are going to take this farm, go up, capture that mine, and then it'll just be this city left to tackle. So I guess let's grab our airplane here. Now, I said before that one of the important things with an airplane is that you are able to get back to a city. It has to land in a city at the end of its second turn or it runs out of fuel. Now, the nice thing about this plane is it can move really far. Like, this is as far as it can move in a single turn. So, we're going to send him off this way to scout. And no matter what, I'll be able to make it back to this farm next turn. Oh, there's more ruins there. Okay, cool. Ooh, metal and gems. Okay, nice. And we got another farm. What do I see in that farm? Not much. Okay, so let's start gathering troops for the assault on these ruins next. Now, the question is, where do I want to drop everything? So do I send the bulk hauler to the mine? Pick up some infantry. Probably just the artillery and the tanks would make sense. Then down here, could send the assault lander down, pick up the tank from this factory. Pick up some more artillery. Okay, so I'll load those two onto one of the assault landers. I've got the freighter here for the others. Let's drop you into the mine. Take artillery, Wolfen, Smiter, artillery. Off you go. And we'll land you in this farm. Unload your stuff. And leave the damaged tanks and stuff for one more turn. Yep, so they're going to hang out there. hopefully heal up a little bit more. Still got lots of space in this stack, so definitely afford to get a bit more stuff. So, first assault lander. Guess we'll launch this as well. Deselect them again. Send them out. Getting there for sure. Keep advancing these guys. There's more metal there. That's always nice to see. Okay, I can still get some more troops into this stack here. Keep getting distracted. And no matter what, I'm going to want you leaving that factory. Yes. So, artillery and Wolfen. Off you go. And join your buddies. You will go to the palace, I think. Thought. Maybe. Let's load the anti-tank guns on, I guess, since don't have much else to use. Okay, so that's a pretty decent force now. I got some artillery, got some tanks, got some infantry. This should be good. I'm going to use the Militia Legion to scout. And yeah, we'll go from there. Bull Callers hanging out in here. Oh, I've got these guys as well, so they'll heal up for next turn. And they should be able to join in. And actually, this should be basically a full stack at that point. Neat. Okay. I'm going to leave the freighter here for now, so that I can pull slow units out after fighting these ruins, maybe? We'll see. Okay. Either way, let's go next. Okay, so we got this fight to do. I don't have any other fights going on this turn, so let's go up into space and bombard. Didn't manage to get them. That's okay, though. Now it should be a real easy kill. Shuffle the guys around on Byzantium. Okay. Away you go, boys. Let's assault. There we go. Combat is done. We captured the farm. That's good. May as well start advancing towards the mine. You are going to build a Militia Legion. Actually, no, you aren't. We're going to try and save some minerals. We got a ton of food. I should see about selling some of that. We're harvesting 425 points and we're eating 207. Let's check out the Agora. See if they... Oh, it looks like they've got more metal. That's good. Yes, they do have more metal. I will take that, please. Spend all my money. That's fine. I've got 11 Firebirds left. How's tax situation here? Oh yeah, we're making 600 a month. Nice. But I can still... You've got food here, right? 13 points of food. Not that much. You got 165 points of food. Let's take this food and send it towards the Agora. Next turn we'll sell that and see if we can make some money. For the ships here, let's push back the fog of war a little bit. Send our metal down to the factory. Now I can build a... Oh, you're already building the self-propelled artillery. This one I can build the... Let's do another tank killer. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Sentry the metal. I don't need to move that around. Sentry you guys. And now I'm just going to be... I think I've done everything that I want to do this turn. So I'm just going to shuffle some units around and then we'll catch you in the next turn. Okay, so yeah, this is the end of the turn. I think I'm probably going to put a cut in here, but next turn, plan is going to be take this mine. We're going to move in on the ruins, and then we are going to... We only have one city left, this one down here, to capture. And that'll be Aragon basically secured, which is nice. I still have a little bit of metal. I'm going to keep that in the bank for now because I think I'm probably going to want to build an engineer here. Oh, an engineer down here when I have a minute, because you can see we've got gems, we've got metal, we've got exotica up here. This farm is actually kind of awkwardly placed. I might have to destroy it. So... because you can only build these sort of resource gathering cities, they have to be 5 hexes away from each other. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'd have to build here, which I guess I could. And then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could build here and maybe still get the gems. Down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Could maybe build here. But yeah, it looks like I could. But yeah, so that's kind of problematic with where this is located. So I might have to blow that up or something. But either way, I'm going to be building a couple engineers out of it so I can get the exotica and the gems and the metal and all that good stuff. Oh, interesting. There's trace up there too. But I should have lots of trace over here. Yeah, plenty of trace over here. And I haven't explored this range yet either, so... Okay, anyhow. Yeah, I'm going to put a cut in here, and I will catch you all in the next episode. And yeah, I will see you then. Cheers.